Welcome to the Loop Lifestyle Podcast, the #1 podcast for diabetics who want to have their cake pop and eat it too. I'm your mentor, Stephanie Johnson. Please welcome our very own member of the Cake Pop crew and graduate of the Have Your Cake Pop and Eat It Too program, Diana Hernandez. She is hosting our Monday Mindset episode. This podcast is recorded live on Instagram. We cover health, wealth, and relationships, the blueprint for transforming your life. So grab a pen and paper, take some notes. I hope you find some value in the information Diana is sharing. Let's get into it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Monday Mindset. For those who are new to today's episode, welcome. For those who've joined me in the past, thanks for coming back. My name is Diana Hernandez and I am working with Stephanie Johnson in her program Loop Lifestyle. If you want to learn more, you can follow Stephanie on Instagram at @the_cranky_panky. I'll also tag her in the comments. So today I want to talk about wording and reactions. My husband and I were having a conversation this past weekend and his choice of words weren't the best. I pointed that out though, and he changed the wording and it sounded a whole lot better, and I was able to better receive and process the information that he was giving me. So how many of us don't speak out when someone says something and then we start to think about all the negative things and quickly go down a rabbit hole? I know I've done that. I tend to be the type of person who takes things very personally, and in turn I get very defensive. I've known to be this way since I started high school. It's been a long process to changing this knee-jerk reaction, but I've made progress. So when someone says a comment and I take it personally and don't ask for clarification, I'm in my head immediately. I start to decipher and break down the comment and think, what do they mean by that? Do they really think that about me? Why would they say something like that? Are they mad at me? The list of questions goes on, right? It's been challenging, but now I forced myself to ask, what did you mean by that? Or can you clarify that for me? Or just simply, what do you mean? By doing that, I'm in my head less, and it gives the other person the space to provide clarification I may need, if any is needed. It helps lessen my knee-jerk reaction of becoming defensive and putting up a wall. It helps to ease any worries I might have come up with, and helps to make a conversation go smoother. Our words mean a lot. It's important to remember that when words are said, they can't be taken back. You can apologize afterwards, but the hurt has already been done. Reacting is also important. Reacting a certain way can change a conversation. It can change someone's thoughts, feelings, and opinions or actions. And one unintended reaction can derail a whole conversation. When you need to have important conversations, it's best to be in that type of mindset. My husband had told me that when he's angry or upset, he can't communicate effectively or say what he means to say because his emotions and thoughts might be all over the place. I'm the same way too. There's been times in the past where I've needed to have a conversation with someone and I've literally written down the points I wanted to make because I knew my emotions would get the best of me and I wouldn't be able to get my point across. There's other times where I've literally written down a script and just read the script word for word. So saying what we want to say is a bit easier because we're able to prepare and we have time to get into that mindset. But reacting, you're having to do that in the moment and it can be challenging. I have a client that I work with and he struggles with angry outbursts. He gets emotionally charged and then is unable to manage his emotions, resulting in angry outbursts. Something that we've talked about is learning to recenter ourselves, but also self-acknowledging how we're feeling in that moment because we also want to validate our emotions. There's a reason why we're angry, upset, frustrated. I said angry twice. There's a reason why we're feeling the way we're feeling. There's been times where I can feel myself getting upset, sad, angry, frustrated, annoyed, you name it. My heart starts to race. I get hot. My armpits start sweating. If I'm overwhelmed by emotions, I start getting a lump in my throat, which further infuriates me because I don't want to cry. So anyway, it's a process. Sometimes it's quick and sometimes it's a slow progression of symptoms. The point here is that I am in tune with how my body is reacting and I know what could come after. I could possibly shut down and walk away. I could start crying. I could get angry and start yelling. Again, making things not productive. So going back to my client, he had to work on knowing what he was feeling like, what he was feeling right before a fight or right before he had an angry outburst. We did that so that he learned how his body was responding so he can in turn be aware of what he might be feeling so he could then stop himself from getting angrier. He also needed to be aware of what his triggers were. So after he learned all of that and became more self-aware, we worked on learning how to manage our emotions and symptoms to prevent an angry outburst. He learned to recenter himself. He says that now when he starts to feel himself getting angry, he'll take deep breaths or verbalize that he needs to walk away, or if he's on the phone, instead of just hanging up, he'll say, I can't talk about this right now. I'll call you back in an X amount of time. What I practice with him, I've done in my own life. When I feel myself getting to a place I don't want to be in, I internally talk to myself. I tell myself, it's okay, Diana. Just take a deep breath. Let's think about this. It's going to be okay. Just nod and then you can walk away. It's a mindset that I have to put myself in so I don't get overwhelmed and shut down. So words and reactions. Communication. It's something we all know that we need to do and something we do every day, but sometimes don't know how to do it right. Like everything else that I've talked about, it takes time, patience, and practice. I'm 31, and in the past year, I've been getting better. I'm not where I want to be, but I've come a long way. I still tend to default to my knee-jerk reaction, but I am more quickly able to come back from that and have a productive conversation. I challenge you all to learn how your body reacts when you're feeling a certain way so you can be in better tune with your emotions and body. Learning to manage your emotions and thoughts will help make life easier in more ways than one. If you're around kids, remember that they model behaviors. So if you're able to manage your emotions, the kids that you're around will learn how to do that too. And remember, this takes practice. I'll continue to work on myself to have a better mindset when it comes to having tough conversations and managing my emotions when reacting to something that rubbed me the wrong way. Well, that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed today's Monday Mindset episode, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I appreciate you very much. If you love this episode, please take a screenshot and share it on your social media. Tag me at the_cranky_panky for Instagram and at @thecrankypanky for Facebook. You can find the application for mentoring at the link in my Instagram bio at the_cranky_panky. Get your application in, we'll have a chat and see if the Have Your Cake Pop and Eat It Too program is right for you. Until next time, stay in the loop.